It is absolutely insane and also amazing how I turn this thing here, this thing here. It's amazing how I turn this what you just hear right now, exactly what you just hear right now. You can imagine how I turn this into this. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing and at the same time insane, you know, at the same time amazing, turning this particular sound into 3 beat. You know what? I am going to show you everything I did inside this sound. But there's one unique thing about this sound. There is one particular unique thing I did inside this. And I'm going to show you so that maybe you too you can implement it into your own production. But it's very amazing. Every sound have this a little bit uniqueness. My name is Ziggy, the mother producer in the building. Without wasting your time, let's dive in. Let me show you how I make this amazing beat. All right. After I listen to the chords, this is the chord. Yeah, it was very lovely. I was really in love with the chord. Then I noticed one thing. I needed, that low bass. I needed bass to feed that low end. Immediately I come up with this. So this is the bass line I come up with. So after that, I was okay. Now together with the chord, this is how they sound. It's very complement. You see how the bass just complement the chord, and now the low end is sounding more fuller. All right. After that, I noticed one thing. The drum is the most essential thing that has to change in this particular sound because the drum is that old in those, not old in days, but just different vibe entirely. So now I say, okay, since that is the case, I look for something like this. You see, this is I can call this snare, but just the way she sound, I intentionally made it to be following the key. You understand? So this is how it sound. It sounds so crazy, but at the finishing, when you hear everything together, it's very amazing. You'll be very surprised. So stick with me. Let's go in. After adding this, I feel okay. Let's now see how we sound together with the chord and the bass. Oh my goodness. Okay. After that, I don't want to go there first, but at the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I did there. So after this, I was okay. Then I said, okay, what is the next? Okay, I realized that I have to go for something like a melody. Melody is something that complement the sound. Okay, let me call this lead rather. I go for a lead, and this is how the lead sound also. Yeah, before we continue, I would like you to bear with me with the background noises that you hear. I'm doing this from my home studio, not actually my main studio. So, but I have to do what I have to do. I just have to ignore the background and do what I have to do. So, I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's continue. So, after this, I was also okay. Then I decided now it's time to look for something like a drill drum. A drill drum is always, everybody knows drill beat. So immediately I go for this particular. Okay, now together with everything we just put in, this is how they sound right now. This don't finish now. Just like everything is already there. So after that, immediately I say, okay, let's go and look for the kick before we can talk about the counter melody and those kind of ear candy sound. Okay. After this, I was already getting to my destination. I was already satisfied with what I'm doing. So I decided to go and look for kick. You know, you can't do beat without kick. So right now, this is what I come up with. Very, very, very hard. Okay, let's talk about this sound too. This particular one just come like, those kind of ear candy like I was talking about. So I decided to go for something just to complement the sound, that kind of thing that will always bring your attention when they start sounding. Yeah, this is what is all doing here, and that is exactly what I asked you to be doing there. He doesn't have to do more than that. Okay, so after that, I say, okay, I needed something like a melody, just like I said earlier, you know, counter melody that can, draw your attention. Melody touches the soul always. So that is where I just come up immediately, I come up with something like this. Yeah, I believe you can hear this, right? Yeah. So this is what all these ones is doing here. And when you hear everything together, you'll be very, very surprised. Though after this, I was okay, somehow okay. Then I needed something like, that kind of emotional sound that whenever you hear it, it draw your mind, it draw you more closer to the sound. It makes you feel, feel the feelings. It makes you feel the feelings. So that is where immediately I go for this. And after that, it gives me what I was looking for. Sometimes you can just come across of something and it's giving you what exactly. So this is how this particular. Hmm. Yeah, I love how that is doing. It's like the thing is like he's briefing, and it's just wonderful. It's just absolutely wonderful. So after that, I was already okay. I didn't want to do too much. The rest of it was just the bass. Okay, yes, I have to talk about this particular bass too. This is called 808 bass. You and I know what they call 808 bass. After that, you can't do a drill beat without 808 beat. You and I know much about that. So immediately I struck out. Look at what I did here. It was typically a sample, but I have to, carve it out the way I want. As you can see, imagine how wonderful it is, how wonderful and the bass sound like. Yeah. Mhm. It briefs. That is what we used to know. 808 is always briefing, swirling and briefing. So after that, I was like, you don't have to do too much. You have to leave a space for the artists, for the vocals, And this particular piece, I didn't want to go and look for vocal jobs to fill it. You and I always know that somehow drill beat don't always have this vocal chops. Mostly is Afrobeat and hip hop that always have that. So after everything, I was absolutely satisfied with what I created. So after the whole thing, let's listen in context. Let's listen to the whole thing so that you will see how amazing. And after that, I will show you that uniqueness, something I did right here. So stay there. See that sound. I really want to talk about this because I just I didn't really want to talk about this. I didn't really want to talk about this because this is where the whole thing. You hear the sound, you hear the but right now. Let me show you one unique things about this beat, and it's always good whenever you are doing your beat. Make sure you add one unique thing about that sound, that particular beat, just one or two. That uniqueness is can just be something, you know. First, let me show you exactly what I did here, so in order for you to understand what I mean. So here is it. You see this particular sound here. This is how it sounds. What I did here, I used the velocity. Look at what I did with the velocity here. I make it comes back, comes up, it goes down, then it fade away. You understand? This is let me zoom it very well for you to see. See, did you see what I did there? It's You see, this is very simple but very unique, very amazing. Always try to add something like this in your production. It can be a particular thing that will, trigger that person, anybody that is listening to that beat or that sound. It can be a particular thing that will just trigger the person's ear, the mind, or the feelings to fall in love more into that sound. Sometimes it's very amazing. So anytime you are doing your beat, try to add something like this. It's very unique, you see. So that is one unique thing about this sound. And now when you listen to it in a context, it sounds you see that you just hear. I did not do a lot of mixing. When it comes to this beat, I did not do a lot of mixing. Some of the sound are just there. I did not put anything on it. That is where I have to let you know the importance of sound selection. All you have to do when you are making your sound, try as much as possible to select right sound. Once you select right sound, you will not stress yourself in mixing because when mixing is not the mixing that is going to give you the right sound. It's from the selection. Mixing is just like polishing what you have already. So anytime you are trying to make your sound, anytime you are making your beat, pay close attention to sound selection. It's very important. Okay. So after everything, I was very okay. I was satisfied, and I said, okay, I got to show you people exactly how I make this, and it's very amazing. So tell me what you think about this particular sound and what I did in the comment section. Yeah, always don't forget Ziggy the mothers for this and the building. This is where I end this particular. See you in my next video, and I will be showing you some of the tricks, some of the unique things you can add into your sound that will make it very unique. You don't have to do a lot. It's all about uniqueness. It's all about knowing the right things to do that can trigger people's feelings. Knowing the right things to do when you are on a lady in order for you to come, in order for you to come. I know sometimes coming can be very hard, but when you know the right thing to do, or when a lady know the right thing to do on you, your coming wouldn't be easy. I bet you get what I mean. Know the right thing to do in order for you to come fast. But I know you guys wouldn't like to come fast, especially when you get this correct beat. You dey chop this beat. The beat is very correct beat. I don't want to call it pomo. Sometimes you guys doesn't want to come, so always try to know how you can come faster. So this is the end of it for today, and see you in my next video. Just like I said, I will be showing you everything in order to make your sound very unique, very classic. So one love to all there.